Hello, and welcome to the final episode of Lightfall Descent into Avernus.
Yeah. I'm so scared.
We are the High Rollers. We are a D&D group here in the UK. If you couldn't tell from all of our accents. And
questionable in my case.
we've just been streaming for 3 hours and we're jumping straight back in to Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, the latest module available now in local gaming stores on D&D Beyond. You get it on drive-thru RPG, you get it everywhere. It's really great. Thank you, Wizards, for sending us out some lovely Avernus dice sets.
Very cool.
I got mine as well.
Yeah.
And you join us in desperate times.
Really?
The party of very high-level adventurers, some of whom are level 16, one of whom is level 17, and one of whom is level 20, thanks to a deal with Asmodeus, have made their way into Avernus and are seeking the sole contract of their lost traveling companion, Trelemara Leith. So far, they have been told that to do so, they need to acquire two things: a Holophant called Lulu, and the ledgers of a devil who facilitated many contract deals between Asmodeus and other lesser devils when he ascended to godhood. The party so far have made a deal with Nerenis in exchange for their service, had to go and slay Arkan the Cruel, a Dragonborn champion of Tiamat.
Easy.
They have
cute.
They have spoken with Mad Maggie, a warlord of Avernus, and secured one of her war machines to travel across Avernus in search of a place called the Palace of the Sovereign, a traveling colosseum that wanders around Avernus. Whilst they were traveling to said colosseum, their own war machine was ambushed by another. First thinking it was the warlord Ragadraga, a werebore, they quickly became aware that it was actually under the control of a Death Knight in service of Zariel herself. And then a white dragon attacked.
What are the chances?
The chances of that were about 5%. And what would you turn out? It was. Thanks to Tom Hazel. After a very climactic battle, the player's war machine was destroyed. The Ragadraga's war machine was destroyed. And now the party have been left stranded on the endless, dusty wastes of Avernus. If we can get more of an atmospheric music, please, Sid.
Music that screams desolation, loneliness, and dust, deserty hell.
I'm in danger.
The orange glow of Avernus's endless sky, streaked with flaming meteors, burning sulfur, and screaming souls.
What else?
Stretches out forever. The endless bone dust wastes of Avernus just seem to stretch out. Faint obsidian mountains of jagged black rock like spiked glass litter the horizon as you stand amongst the wreckage of the war machines. A great corpse of an ancient white dragon on its side lingers nearby, as you and your party, one of whom transform themselves into a planetar, a celestial, the ancient enemies of devils and demon kind. And said pulse of magic rippled across the wastes whilst you were fighting. And as you begin to collect yourselves with the battle, you do have time. What do you want to do?
Short rest.
You can take a short rest if you like, an hour.
I mean, so both war machines...
I mean, there is nothing around you so far.
Yeah, so both war machines are totally wrecked.
They are wrecked beyond repair.
Right. I don't suppose you can teleport us again, can you?
Would you wish to go back to Mad Maggie and ask for another war machine? We can do so. I imagine she will not be best pleased.
Not too agreeable on that one, I suppose.
But I don't see that we have much of a choice.
The wandering place that's too far away?
I don't know where it is. I can only teleport to places that are fixed in Avernus.
Okay.
Kalisa looks around. It's like, there is also a more worrying matter. That was Olyanthus, a Hell Knight in services of Zariel. She will know that I am working against her.
Oh,
That will be problematic.
But then also, weren't we technically attacked by a servant of Tiamat?
Yes, you killed her champion.
No, but I'm saying that a servant of Tiamat has also attacked a servant of Zariel?
Yes.
Could we use that?
Possibly. Tiamat is more powerful than Zariel, but she is kept imprisoned. It will not be good for Avernus, I can assure you that. There will be... The difficulty is that Zariel cannot afford to turn her full attention to Tiamat. Zariel is combating the demons. The blood war is still raging on. We are lucky that we have not encountered any of its fronts so far. But Zariel cannot turn too much of her attention away from Yunogo and Baphomet. They are attacking Avernus as we speak. As you are beginning to speak, there is the sound of low rumbling, and the ground has that very slight shaking. Tiny stones amidst the dust and bone begin.
Well, this could be our new ride, guys. We could just hop onto that war machine and get out of here.
I mean, if it's anything like Ragga-Dragga, I don't think he's going to pick us up. I think he's going to run us over.
It's all right. We've got a planetar.
This is a problem, by the way. This.
Should I make it stop? I can make it go away.
You are... It is difficult. You are extremely powerful in this form, but your presence will draw attention. Like, demons and devils will sense a celestial presence here.
So you're
What
drawing
do?
stuff to us?
What do?
Well, it depends. Some may come to investigate, but it is not uncommon. Celestials do sometimes come to Avernus. They fall. Angels literally fall down here and are corrupted. Lulu is a holophant. That is a celestial creature.
How is Celeste so clumsy?
She just glares at you for asking such a dumb, obvious joke. You are being a fool. The rumbling is getting louder, and you can see in the horizon. There is a in the distance, probably to you it's your west. You don't know whether it is actually west or not, but from the distant western side of you, you can begin to see a large storm cloud, like a dust cloud.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Should we go the other way? Maybe?
Yeah.
Just the opposite to that?
And she's just like, I can take us. Do you wish to just go somewhere safe?
I mean, it's probably for the best. We're totally stranded out
She
here.
pulls her ring off, brings it up to her lips, and blows through it. No portal comes.
Oh.
No, this is bad.
Try pursing your lips.
Shh, do not be foolish. She blows again, and no portal comes out. She pulls another ring off her finger and throws it in the air, and it just lands on the ground. No, this cannot be happening.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Something has separated my connection to Asmodeus. So that my items, my relics, they're not working. And
Do you have a connection to Asmodeus since you did deals and stuff?
I don't know, do I?
It's not the same. These are magical relics. They won't work for Alza. They only work for me.
Asmodeus renounced you?
It must be because Zariel knows that I'm working against her. He can't actively support me if she's still alive. We need to deal with Zariel. It's the only way that if we can prove that Zariel is working against him, if we can prove that Zariel is betraying Asmodeus, then I will regain my abilities.
Is that Zariel coming now? Or is that weather?
No, if Zariel was here, she would already be attacking.
But where's Zariel?
I don't know, aboard a command ship, somewhere fighting demons on the front lines. I don't know.
Oh god.
Looking at the ground, the tire tracks, or the tracks of the war machines, which direction did we come from?
Yeah, you can ascertain which direction you came from. You came from the south and you were heading north.
And then this cloud's coming from the west.
And it's big. And it's getting bigger and it is approaching very quick. It must be moving at a speed.
Can
you also, as you look that direction, the sky above that dust cloud, you begin seeing shapes.
Should we start flying away very quickly?
We can try.
Okay, I can pick someone up.
I've got a griffin.
Can I alter myself into a thing that with wings?
Alter self, I do not believe so.
Probably not.
Yeah, you can start flying away if you want.
Yep.
Well,
I can dimension door somebody.
I mean, yeah, you can go, what,
I'll grab
500 feet
Gito.
with Dimension Door? Okay, so you just start running, what, to the east or like north or
Let's
south?
keep in our
You were
same
heading
direction.
north-ish, yeah.
I say we keep heading where our war machine was going.
Sure. How many can my griffin carry?
2?
I'll grab
Including me? Or?
Juto.
Yeah. Well, 1 including you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So you grab Juto and the Planetar. The Planetar is faster than anybody else, by the way. The Planetar can move at 100.
I'll just climb up on you as well.
Do check that you have the limit you can stay in that form, because
It's
there is a period where it
an
becomes
hour.
permanent.
It's
What?
up to an hour.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
If you read the shape change spell, I'm pretty sure that if you remain in a form, I'm pretty sure that if you remain in a form for too long, it becomes permanent.
If the wind
that could be true
changes.
polymorph.
If the wind changes when you're making a stupid face, you keep it forever.
I haven't heard that for a very long time.
It might
Says
be
up to an
It
hour.
might be true polymorph.
So it's no.
It might be true polymorph. I'm thinking of.
No.
Okay.
Say.
Anyone want to go through a big door with me? Anyone need it?
Sure, I'll take the big door.
Yeah.
Yeah, big door. Yeah.
Off we go.
I mean, you cast Dimension Door. You appear 500 feet. About 30 seconds later, the Planetar soars past you because you only go 500 feet.
Yeah.
And the Planetar just.
Nice.
Griffining
and
as
then
well,
what
so-
do you do? Do you keep running, or what are you going to do?
I can
Because you've gone about 500 feet. The Griffin flies past.
You
You're
can
running
take
as
someone on
fast
the
as you can.
griffin.
Which one of you can fly?
How
You can
far
take
away
someone
is
on the
this?
griffin and thingy. Kalisa
At
can
this
take
point, it's
someone.
it's still like Khaleesi's flying, but she's like, if I carry anyone, I'm going to be significantly slowed. I can
Okay.
fly myself.
So you can take Auzra or Cam.
I'll take Cam. Alza, can you fly?
No.
So powerful. Can you just ask for flying? Just
No.
say, pray to Asmodeus, say, hey.
I can banish myself.
Whatever you're doing, just keep
just
moving
leave.
while you talk about it.
Well, we could leave. I could
We
banish
could just
myself.
leave.
We could just leave.
We could just leave.
We could leave.
I could do that for everyone.
What do you mean leave?
Like leave hell.
I mean, if we leave hell, then we haven't actually completed
We just
any
went
task.
through hell
I know.
to get Trilly Belly back.
Just saying.
And I was all in favor of this non-hell thing, but then we've been through a lot now. I
The
feel
dust
invested.
cloud is enormous in size. Perhaps, I mean, whatever speed it's moving at, it's covering hundreds of feet in a matter of seconds. It's coming at
decision
you
time.
so fast.
I'm going to jump on.
The shapes in
Very
the
nice.
sky are actually slower than the dust cloud, but you can see that they're kind of flying alongside it.
I'm whipping on the griffin.
Right.
Belly's
Alza,
out.
I'm just going to sprint.
I mean, you're tied to Asmodeus, right? You must be safe from this. I can understand why... What's her name?
Khaleesi.
Kalisa.
You're saying
Would be
this while
separate.
moving, right?
Well, no, I've literally stopped to look at these two 500
I'm
feet
gone.
away from where we were.
Okay, so the Planetar and Juto are just flying as fast as they can ahead of everybody else. So right
Keep
now we
going.
have Khaleesi, Reynard, Cam, and Alzra kind of about 500 feet from where they started.
I mean, would they ignore me? Like,
I don't know. You've made a deal with Asmodeus. You
Yeah.
should be safe. I, on the other hand, am not.
okay.
I mean, this might be a we
Keep
just
in mind that
keep
if
going.
anything happens to me, our deal is done.
Then you best get going.
Yeah, she's like flying, like she is like hovering,
as
and
you
she's
go.
like fine, and then she just begins flying off as well.
Can I
In a-
cast
in a Khaleesi shape.
invisibility on her?
Yeah, you can cast
she goes.
invisibility. Yeah.
Yeah, just to keep her safe.
Okay, all right. So you cast invisibility on her.
Yeah.
What are the three of you doing?
I mean,
Could I take anyone else in my
What's your strength?
24?
Yeah, you can carry two medium creatures, especially like.
Can
Like-
I pick up Cam then?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can carry Juto and Cam. 24 strength. Yeah, you're like they weigh nothing. They're like children.
Then you can get
You're
on
like
the griffin.
"Vroom."
right, sure, in that case, Alzra, Griffin, we're going.
Griffin, sure, cool.
Okay. So at this point, you are trying to outrun this. Now, the Planetar probably is capable of outrunning it. The Griffin is not.
I've got 80 feet flying.
Yes, the Planetar moves 120 feet per round. Well, that's its speed.
Yeah.
So
I move at
but you can only keep that
240
up for an
feet
hour, right? You can keep that
Yes.
for an hour. Okay. I will tell you now, as the Griffin, as you sail across the sky of Avernus, you begin to see shapes kind of like in the distance. You can see from this high up, you can kind of see in the wider area, tucked behind one of the large obsidian mountains, you can see what appears to be a giant battlefield. that stretches on for miles and miles and miles as two sides of demons and devils just clash into each other. Some of these demons and devils are huge. They're the size, like bigger than any of the giants you've seen, and they just tear into each other. And amongst that battlefield, you do see like what at first you think are angels, but their wings are clearly on flame, flying around, smashing into each other. A terrible battlefield is raging all along one side of you as you begin channeling through.
This might be the wrong way.
Let's do a chase on Avernus. So, let's have a bit of a chase, shall we? So I will say that the thing pursuing you is... It is almost like a giant wall of dust, but there is something inside the dust. You can see a huge shape.
But this battle isn't the wall of dust.
No, the battle is like off to the
Separate
eastern
thing.
side. The battle is on to the east over the mountains. You are traveling north. This thing is
we're
coming at you
alongside
from
it.
the east. Yeah,
Alongside
so
the battlefield.
you're basically alongside the battlefield.
Parallel to it.
This thing, this wall of dust, whatever it is, there is something in it. A great beast rolling along the ground. You don't know what it is, but it's
How
a
large
giant
does
ship.
it look?
Huge, gargantuan, bigger than gargantuan, like almost like a city.
But there's something inside the dust that's not.
Yeah, let's say
Or someone.
that it is, I don't know, 1,000 feet behind you, or like you, at this point in the chase. Let's put 1,000 feet distance.
Right.
It is clearly faster than you, and will catch up to you if you don't do something unusual. And we'll do a chase complication. 3. A fire tornado. So as you are flying through Avernus, a giant fire tornado, 300 foot high and 30 feet wide at its base, crosses the path. Dexterity saving throws for the Planetar, Reynard, who's controlling the Griffin, and Kalisa.
Did we do that short rest or did it not happen?
I do
No.
not believe you did.
We ran.
I don't think we had time to.
We did.
Okay.
21.
28.
21, 28, okay. So the two of you manage to, you pull the Griffin to the side, avoiding these giant fiery tornadoes as they crisscross across Avernus. Seemingly conjured by whatever magic is going on in the war, these things almost seem to be after effects of whatever war magic is being used and are just scorching across the wasteland. Kalisa is pulled inside and is, I just need to check if she's immune to fire. I think she is. Or certainly
Otherwise-
she's a resistant.
To shreds, you say?
Irenice. Oh, Irenice, baby.
Fire tornado music.
Oh, she's immune to fire. So actually, she gets pulled in and thrown around, which slows her down, but she is not injured in any way. What are you guys doing?
What do we do?
Do you just
I am
dash?
held.
Because if you try and keep dashing, you will slowly begin to tire out, or the Griffin will tire out.
Yeah, and I suppose you'll also be miles away from me if you keep dashing.
We need to hide.
Uh,
That's what we need to do.
let's.
Can we see anything?
If you want to try and find somewhere to hide,
Yeah.
in the immediate area, the only thing you can really see is there is big open blasted wasteland.
Cool.
You have the jagged obsidian mountains to the east, behind which is the battlefield. And then to the west, there are lakes of boiling lava.
Oh, cool.
We might be able to. It's only chasing one of us, right? Or at least as many of us as it can. But we could try and split up at least,
Yeah.
or as much as we can.
Are we having this conversation whilst just storming it
Full
through?
speed.
Well, yeah, basically, keep in mind that Camelor and Juto can probably speak to each other. Alzra and Reynard, you're 50 feet
Oh,
behind.
we're behind. I thought we might have been next week.
We're
but
40.
for now.
You're 40 feet. Well, it depends.
You're
If the Planetar
slower.
slows down, then yes. Otherwise, I'm going to assume the Planetar.
Can I
is
slow down so that I'm
You're neck
that we
and neck
can
with these guys. Yeah, sure.
see what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Got a crazy idea, but what if we lure the big thing onto the battlefield?
But we'll have to go through the battlefield.
Yeah, but it's then their problem
No, no,
and ours.
no, because then there's
awful.
many other problems.
Direct
No.
your gaze towards that.
That's metagaming. Let's do it.
Just let me bring up the chapter of the book that deals with some of this stuff.
There's no way we'll be able to get through the wall.
We'll just banish. It's fine.
It's a good point, but we really, at this point, we're getting Trell out of here. Right?
We've got a big storm behind us.
We need to hide.
An invisible voice alongside you is like, if you do escape, if Zariel is already mad with you, she will not stop pursuing you. Whatever trouble you take with you to your home, it will follow you.
Great.
You've angered Zariel. She's.
Do we turn around and face that thing then?
I mean, I don't. She's like, I don't know what it is.
Well, it can't like lava pits, right? Why don't we just try and fly over the
Yeah, you can
lava?
try and fly over the lava pits. Yeah.
How far away from it is it us?
At this point, about 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Let's
okay.
try and fly over lava.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's on? do we know what's on the other side?
True sight is 120.
Okay.
But
Can we see what's on the other side of the?
Of the lakes.
Yeah.
I mean, more big open plain dust, but the ground does become a lot more uneven. There may be like some hills or something in that direction. Boneyard. There's a giant skeletal beast of a gargantuan creature that once died there.
Nice.
Let's hope
It's hell, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna find a village.
I'd really like
it's
a
billowing up.
Skull Mountain.
Death
This thing
Landia.
is churning up ground. So we're hoping that it's got feet, therefore it's grounded. So let's go over lava.
There's something in the
let's do it.
skies of the. Sure, but if we split up, okay.
So you're like,
Let's
at this
not
point,
split
where
up
you're
in
just
hell.
like,
Well, I'm saying we can.
what are you
split up.
doing?
Split up in hell.
I'm going to cast
Fly
Hunter's.
into the-
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on Planetar.
Okay,
So if
can't
you
lose
split
track of
up,
it. Okay,
I can't lose track
smart.
of you.
Right, and then you're gonna go over the lava.
Over the lava.
So
You
you
get
begin
extra damage.
you begin
Fun.
careening your way towards the lava lakes. It's going to take you some time. In that time, the thing gets about 200 feet closer to you as
Right.
it's like getting closer and closer. Make a perception check for me, everybody.
Use my Avernus dice.
Oh my god! I rolled a natural 1.
20.
So 12.
Okay, 12, 20,
I also got 20.
28.
28.
Wow.
17. So the 20s and the 28s.
Become a rabbit.
As this thing is getting closer, you can begin to see. It takes you a minute. The front of this thing, whatever is behind this dust cloud, you can see almost like a giant maw, like chomping away. But also, you think you see like dozens, hundreds perhaps of tracks beneath the giant mouth, and almost like towers and buildings. It looks like a city with a giant chomping mouth.
Is that sovereign?
Are you asking this? Like, Kalisa's like, it could be. I've never been there myself. That could be the Palace of the Sovereign.
That looks like a traveling city to me.
I mean, I thought it was a coliseum, not a city.
Imagine the crockery!
Well, if that's the place we're looking for,
So as you're like
Is that the
looking
place
at
we're
it,
looking for?
maybe
Colosseum?
you don't know. Kalisa doesn't know if
Sovereign
it
is what we're looking for.
As you are looking at this thing, you see you guys are flying, so this doesn't affect you. But on the ground below you, kind of running alongside the lakes, you see
this is a chase.
herds of lemurs. These blob-like, disgusting gelatinous sacks, which you now know to be the souls of evil creatures that have come to hell. And there must be hundreds of them in these giant herds, and just these devils, these barbed devils, whipping them behind them, kind of cajoling them around the plains of Avernus. And you see the devil looks up in panic, and he's trying to get the lemurs to go even faster. And eventually he just flies up in the air and flies away, and the city just smushes just everywhere.
That's some roadkill right there.
Yeah, just smushes them everywhere, and then it scoops up all the juice into these giant mouths and feeds it into its body.
Oh god.
As it continues playing.
hell of a city.
What do you guys want to do?
If it's a city, I think we should go there.
If it's a city, then it's not
Look
chasing
round.
us. We could just turn to the side and it will go right past us.
It's a doubt.
Looks like it's chasing us.
Does it look
How are
like
the people in the city eating
It's
though? That's what I
slightly
want to know.
turning, it's following you.
They must
for
all
sure.
be at the
Oh,
back.
it's following us. It's definitely following us.
It wants to eat
Stalked
us.
by a city.
How high up is this dust cloud?
The city can't go on lava, right?
Hundreds of feet into the air.
But it traverses through Avernus. It must have
This
to
is
hit
hell.
lava at some
We're in
point.
hell. Things can probably live through that.
It's worth a
probably
shot.
We have to try the lava.
It
We have
probably
to
wants
try.
to use your celestial energy.
So you continue over the lava pits. You fly over the lava pits and you watch as this city, it just like it dips into it, and the tracks or whatever clearly like pass over it and get melted. But there's so many of them, it continues rolling. And with your perception cam, you can see as it pulls out of the lava, like the lava maybe only sunk about half, like, you know, a couple of meters into these enormous, like 20-foot tall tracks. Thousands of imps are just careening over it and like repairing the wheels as they're
While it's
turning.
moving?
Yeah, it's like so many of them are just being
winding
they're
around
just
the
being
track?
squashed. Like they fly in, and then they die, and then another one flies, and then it just squish.
My God.
And with us
This is
turning to the
insane.
side, it did follow us.
My
Yep.
brain hurts.
Oh my god.
Now about 500 feet behind you.
Should I drop the planetar? Should I stop being a planetar?
I think they're coming at us.
Yeah.
If you drop the
But
planet,
not right now. I mean, should
Can you turn into another flying thing?
yeah, you need
Because
to carry
we're
those
all going to drop.
That's the other thing.
No.
What are you guys doing?
We're going to have to go to the floor and...
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But I can only carry one of you if I become something else.
All right,
Can you drop
To
me
the
in
ground.
the city?
Dimension door.
No.
you're fire resistant. Just go in the lava and hide there.
Resistant, not immune.
Yeah, you can take a little bit.
You can take a little bit.
Kalisa does actually consider, like, I could hide in the lava there.
Yeah.
Drop us down our dimension door to some uneven terrain and hide.
What'd you guys do? It's your
I don't
call.
know what to do.
Osro, what do we do?
It's currently it's mainly Reynard and Alora's decision, as they are the ones carrying everybody else.
Cool.
What do you think? What do you think?
Screw it, you go left, I go right. I can track you again, it's fine. It can only follow one of us.
Can we divert and see what they do?
I wonder who
Yeah.
it's going to go for.
Let's divert.
Do that?
Yeah.
It,
See what they do.
it absolutely follows the planetar.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and once your lovely, lovely, yummy energy.
All right.
Once again, Alzra and Reynard are just going to watch disaster happen.
I fly
From a
back queen
window.
wave.
Okay, so you watch as it, and then you just chase after these two. If
Oh,
we're
no,
suffering,
we-
we're suffering together.
Me and Osro, we're just standing here like...
Looking for a port window. What
We
do
should-
we do? Anything that can help us fight.
By the time taking it takes you, you split off and then you have to regroup with them. That cuts away some of your movement. This thing's like 400 feet behind you. You can now see it is without a doubt a giant city built around a singular large stadium. This huge circular round coliseum with a city, towers, spires, all made from jagged metal, bone, sinew, all sorts of disgusting materials thrown together. And it is swarming with devils and mortals. You can see that there are humanoids down there. Robed cultists, slaves in chains, all being carted around by devils. And there is maybe like 20 to 30 devils flying in the air, chasing you alongside the city.
That is a coliseum. I'm going to make an educated guess.
Cease
Say
and desist. Stop where you are.
that
Voice
is
bellows
sovereign.
out.
Okay.
In the name of the sovereign, you are ours.
Somebody make that into a metal remix.
We're theirs, we're theirs.
You just give up?
I mean,
Should we stop?
Planetar, it's up to you.
No, it's not for me.
You're the
Is there anything
Planetar.
that I can hide behind if I drop down to the ground?
Sure, bones. Bones,
Can I?
skulls.
Okay, can I drop to the ground
The big skull.
and drop planetar form?
Sure. Yep. Kalisa will fly down beside you and will alter her own appearance to look like a mortal woman.
Can I alter my appearance to look like just a random mortal?
Yeah, you and Kalisa both end up looking like human women. Kalisa maybe looks more half-elven, maybe. Or a tiefling. She'd pick a tiefling, actually.
Genuine question, Osro. If we fly like away from here, we might be able to come back later when they need our help.
So on the ground, you have Cam, Juto, Elora, and Kalisa. Reynard and Alzra, you are still on the Griffin, but
If
the
you-
city is like getting close to you. You don't think you can outrun it. Not on the Griffin.
Aerial
You could try and
support.
fly away while they get the
Aerial
others.
support. Like, we could just circle the city and, like, just watch them and see if...
I want to fly back like 160 feet, so the opposite direction of city to Elora,
All right, okay.
and then see what happens when the city
Okay.
gets to Elora.
Okay, so when the city gets, as the city gets about 300 feet, you hear this grinding sound as it begins slowing down, but it takes so long, it's about 100 feet in front of you when it stops.
I'm gonna...
Huge metal bridges smash onto the ground, and a number of figures appear. For Reynard and Alzra flying in the air, about a dozen flying devils are still going to try and chase after you.
Oh. That'll be an issue.
Those of you on the ground, the huge metal doors slam into the ground, and what you see before you is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures come walking down. One is clearly in charge, this huge 17, 18 feet tall, red-skinned devil, a crown of flames around its head, huge wings. It looks like the guy at the end of Fantasia. It looks like Satan. And he just comes stomping down.
Could I have spent the time since landing
Yes.
to be frantically digging a hole
Sure.
with bones?
Yep.
And I'm gonna sit in it and
Yep.
just push it up to my chin,
Yep.
and then invoke duplicity above,
Okay.
and then put the bone on my head.
Okay. You do that.
Turns does that?
I mean, it takes a while for this thing to get you. So
I
yeah.
don't suppose you have mass cure wounds, do you?
It's okay. Don't worry. The Pit Fiend has true
I do.
sight.
To Alora?
Oh.
No.
Alongside,
Would one of you like to charge my ring?
as long as
Okay.
along with the giant creature, you also see two
Yeah.
demonic like horned devils. They look like lesser versions of this large red Pit Fiend. But also tons of barbed creatures, like covered in thousands, hundreds of barbs all line the floor.
Right.
5d8.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Next level.
Just out of a word, Cam's going to put a mass cure wounds into my
Single
spell
finger
ring.
comes out the sand.
Cast. Sure. You can do that, you have time. These creatures all just begin approaching you. What would you like to do?
I can alter my appearance, make it look like one of these, and pretend like I'm apprehending you. That might not work, though.
You can use alter appearance. You can make yourself at best look like an Irenaeus, like Kalisa.
Well, it says I can transform my appearance, decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics.
Yes, so you can't change your size category, and you can't grow additional appendages,
No.
like
That's how distinguished
spines
people.
or tails.
Oh.
But you could
can
definitely
change-
make yourself look like an Irenaeus,
You can
like
decide
Kalisa.
your height, weight, facial features though.
Yeah. So you can look like any other humanoid creature,
Yeah.
but you can't make yourself look like a devil.
Can't change a category.
Yeah.
But
Scratch
also,
that.
if he has true sight, it's all bollocks.
Well, no,
Oh,
Alter
true.
Self physically changes what they look like. Yeah. It's not an illusion. She's actually manipulating what she... Same with shape change as well.
We don't know that he's got true sight.
No, you don't know that. So what do? You are being pursued by these flying creatures.
You're with Asmodeus or something. Can't you just tell them to leave?
I could give it a try. I could try and convince them to leave us alone.
Definitely take the lead.
You can't hear
they're-
these guys.
they're gone.
like
Cool.
flying up in the air.
Yeah.
Okay,
hope they
so
help.
what is flying team doing?
Fine. Should we do it?
Tell them to get out of here.
Okay, okay, I'll give it a go.
Okay, so that's what you're going to do. So ground team. You are approached by
Ground force.
these 9 devils. You can see that these are just the ones who are approaching you. There are more up in the city.
I think I am simply going to stand there. Strong pose.
Me too, but it's my dupe.
Mountain pose.
The Pit Fiend raises up its wings, unfurl and stretch into this enormous wingspan. Kind of grumbling, and you can feel this aura of fear just emanating from it, like trying to suppress you and make you bow and grovel as it just looks down.
The Sovereign invites you to his chamber.
Sexy.
The illusionary copy says.
You know, if the city carries on, it's just going to crush your head, right?
And the Pit Fiend gestures its 2 claws. The 9 kind of other demons stand to the side and form a column, like a pathway leading up one of the giant platforms. And the Pit Fiend just...
I'm going to look at Alora and Cam's
Oh no.
I've just got this image of you getting away with this and the travelling sea just crushing your head like a little melon.
There would not be a sound.
I know. Yes, I will start walking.
You just follow up. Okay.
I'm just going to lift my head high.
Yeah, Kalisa kind of follows you as well. Okay. Does the dupe follow? What's the range on the dupe before it fades away?
It starts walking.
But does
and
it not?
pops out.
It just leaves his head behind, though. If they look down at the ground, are they not just going to see
He
his
said that he
head?
put a skull in
Put
front of
bones
his
on his
head.
head.
120 feet.
Okay. The illusionary dupe starts following. The pit fiend doesn't move and just does this, looking down in your direction.
Beckoning.
Sure. Oh.
He can see you.
The Sovereign requests your presence.
I'm gonna dig out. Like pulling out a mole round the ground.
You wiggle yourself
Like
free.
Ace Ventura in
Oh God.
Out of the rhino.
The pit fiend, as an incentive, will hold up a finger and a tiny bead of orange light will hover above it
Oh,
as he
God.
looks down at you, as an incentive to hurry up.
I'll scurry.
And then he just flicks it into the air and this fireball ignites. So, air team, a giant fireball erupts nearby, and you stop, and these devils surround you. You can see that there are
We don't know those guys!
8 flying devils.
And then I see them walking in, invited. I'm with those guys!
The main one appears to be probably an Iranese, actually, as a flying, and she looks and she's like, "My Lord Sovereign requests your presence, especially that of Alzra the Void Walker, I believe."
Oh, boy.
Yep, that's me.
How
She ignores you.
how do you know me?
The Lord Sovereign is very familiar with the favorite of Asmodeus.
Oh, favoured. I like that.
Please, come with me.
Should we?
I mean, they're not killing us. And they're getting invited in.
Yeah.
And I don't want another fireball flicked at me, so
No. Yeah.
we'll go.
Excellent. This way, please.
Okay.
And she gestures, and the remaining are like 5 or like 4 demons. These horned devils fly behind you, and are making sure that you go in the direction that she wants you to go. But they gesture you down towards the same entrance that the others are going in, and take you inside. You are led by the giant pit fiend as it leads you through the bowels of the city. That's actually technically a Garisto. It's the only, but I didn't have a pit fiend miniature, so
Got a little butt.
he's got. Yeah, I thought that was the best one to use.
Damn, look at that thing's sweet ass.
They lead you through the
butt.
bowels of this city, and you can see it is a mixture of machine. You are walking through like the cogs and the gears and the belts of a giant working machine. You can see that there are these huge furnaces which are being filled by a mixture of imps, humans like mortals, like elves, dwarves, humans in chains and tattered clothing, and they're just like shoveling in what appear to be soul coins, but they're just shoveling in like heaps of them.
Oh Christ.
As the souls get released and the engines hum, and you can hear like as the machines pump away. And then as you are brought through this, you spend maybe about sort of like 40 minutes weaving your way through. And the corridors here are enormous, so the pit fiend kind of like just moves his way through. And all of these devils are just watching you. Dozens, like little tiny crow devils looking down at you like, like Salacious Crumb.
That must be like a really awkward 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's just like in silence, but you are just being watched. You do see quite a few cult look like humanoids in robes wearing like symbols of Asmodeus. Like, ooh, what's going on? Ooh, something's happening. And they're trying to peer in. And then as you emerge from like a tunnel leading up, you are brought out into an opulent palace made of dark red sandstone, gold trimmings, tapestries that showcase all sorts of different devils. You can see one which is clearly Asmodeus on a throne. And he leads you, and there are many devils, and the pit fiend kind of leads you up through these palace corridors. you can see that there are these great windows, these huge arched windows that look out onto a huge coliseum with a great crowd. The crowd is not completely full, but they're watching some sort of battle taking place. You can almost hear the crowd from outside echoing through the chambers. But you are led upstairs and into a large waiting room where at the end you can just see a huge pair of iron doors, taller than the pit fiend themselves. You are gestured in where a number of very beautiful men and women in barely nothing kind of saunter their way over, and they're like, "Oh yes, would you like a drink, food, anything?" They're happy.
Yeah.
Of course, and they bring you over wine. Looks like from the mortal realm.
Does this taste like ash?
Not here, my lord. No, of course not. It tastes incredible. It is perhaps the finest wine you have ever drunk. Very hits your system hard, gives you that wonderful warm feeling throughout your body.
It's been a day.
There are plates of grapes, there is food, roasted.
Gorging.
Oh, just everything. Chocolates, cakes,
You know
everything
what?
is brought out.
I might sell my soul. This isn't too bad.
Oh,
Didn't
well,
take
no,
much.
there's certainly, this is the right place to do it, my lord. The sovereign would be happy to negotiate a deal with you.
Worth it.
She just nods. The pit fiend just stands to the side.
My lord, the sovereign, will see you now.
And he slinks away to the back of the room, just watching you all carefully.
Man, these guys should get a PR team.
The iron doors rattle with reverberations as a great echoing, and then music begins to fill the hall. This kind of deep, bassy drums and horns, and then an orchestral kind of organ begins to fill with this dramatic, holy-like music. And then suddenly light just fills the room as this blinding white light from nowhere just kind of surrounds you. And the doors, the great iron doors swing open, and you see this enormous silhouetted form of this perfect physique as it begins making its way down steps towards you. And then as your eyes kind of adjust, the figure seems to be smaller and smaller in stature and size, until a man stands before you, dressed in deep red and gold robes. His lips are painted a very bright red with a thick lipstick, and he just simply looks at you and he's like, "Wow, oh,
Oh, I knew you were gonna go there!
hello."
I thought you were gonna go serious, but no! You went there! You actually went there! It's my birthday!
Oh, I gotta say, very excited to have you here. Oh, champions of the mortal realms. Always a great hit. Oh, very exciting.
Cool, thank you.
Can't believe you went
Oh,
full Jeff Goldblum.
sovereign, please.
Sovereign. Thank you,
The
Sovereign.
sovereign.
Thank you,
specifically.
the Sovereign.
Why did I not see this coming?
I
Why?
had a feeling, but I wasn't
saw
gonna say it. I
Kim saw
wasn't
it.
gonna
It was
say
great.
it because I didn't want to ruin it. But yeah.
Ooh, well, how exciting. First, we think that there's a planetar, celestial here in Avernus.
No.
Everyone gets very excited, let me tell you. And then I find out it's not. It's actually a bunch of heroes from the mortal realm, enemies of Zariel, one of which is a chosen of Asmodeus. Can you imagine? You must be her. Oh, I'm very excited to meet you. Clarence, and the pit fiend.
Clarence.
Shake her hand, Clarence. Shake her hand for me. Very grand. It's this giant claw.
Little tiny hands.
Shakes your hand like, ooh. I don't touch people myself, you understand.
It's understandable.
Yes. Well. Clarence. How exciting.
Yeah. Why are we here? What's happening?
Oh, my apologies. I was just so excited. I get the tingles when I get to meet. Well, you're here basically because I want you to take part in my next battle.
Okay.
Oh, we've just kind of done one of those.
Oh, that's a shame, but it's fine. We'll give you a bit of time to, relax and rest and get your mojo back.
I like mojo. That sounds good.
Yeah. We'll let you have time to rest, and then we're going to put you in my big battle royale that I've been planning. Oh, it's all very exciting.
I assume we have no choice in the matter.
Correct. Oh, I love it. He's smart. He's on the ball.
Very smart.
Oh,
Right.
I love it. You're going to be my favorite. I can tell. Yes, you. But no choice. But it's not entirely all bad. From what I hear little whispers, coming in from Avernus. Where are they? Yes, I feel them.
You hear them now?
They're telling me that you're after a Hollyphant. Zariel's Hollyphant in particular. Lulu.
Yeah, we are, yes.
Well, that's great. I've got it.
Great.
What? Okay.
Yes. I've got Lulu. Got given her by Zariel. Gave it to me a long time ago. But the Colosseum's it's not had the audience it used to. It's not been getting the crowds in. There's only so many times that the devils can, they can watch mortals being torn apart by pit fiends, and there's only so many times that they can watch lemurs being digested by, dragons and things like that. So I need something to spice it up. I need something to get people buzzing again, So I'm gonna make Lulu the prize. Now, every devil in the Avernus wants a celestial, tasty angel blood, tasty, delicious. So I thought we'll make her a prize, and then I'll invite champions to come and try and win her. And when I heard that we had some mortal champions here, ooh, wow, pizzazz!
That's us, yeah.
What? And you were after her? Well, it's a match made in heaven.
Perfect. Who are we fighting?
Well, probably lots of things.
I will
it's
not
open
fight
invitation.
another dragon.
All right, no dragons. To be honest, Tiamat's in Asmodeus' bad books right now, so that's fine. No more dragons. We'll put some devils. I've got some demons. Oh, exciting. And then, if anybody else wants to put in a champion, we'll let them. It'll be a big free-for-all.
How many people are going to be in this thing?
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Have you had tournaments before?
Yes, I've had
How
tournaments all
many
the time.
people usually are in the tournament?
Well, I normally do one-on-ones, but we do multiple batches. So, we normally do that. we'll put a limit on it, right? I will put together, now there's how many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of you. So how about 6 of you versus 6 devils of Avernus? A big tag team battle royale. Ooh, at the Sovereign's Palace, one night only. But maybe if anybody else wants to put in their team, maybe they can put in a team. How do you feel about that?
So potentially a 6 versus 6 versus 6 situation?
Well, he's got it.
Right.
Ooh, this is a man who knows.
But it's not 12 versus 6. I want to be sure that it's not 12 people versus us.
No.
Unless they want to fight us.
Unless they want to. I mean,
Yeah.
they can.
Or the other option is, you're only mortals, I suppose. We could put 6 of you versus some powerful demons, but maybe like 1 or 2. And then we'll have like another little team of champions. Oh, I'm excited. I'm buzzing with ideas. Oh, it's very exciting. I mean, either way, you're fighting, and then I'll decide what you're fighting.
Okay. I mean, if we don't have a choice, and it gets us the Hollyphants, then
How hard can it be, right? We fought lots of stuff.
Don't say that. That just automatically makes it terrible.
I'm excited. Ooh.
I don't suppose on your roster you have had a Hell Knight called Trelemar Alith.
No, not yet. I know the fellow, though. I know the fellow.
How do you know him?
Well, he's a servant of Zariel's, isn't he?
And where is he?
Yeah, fighting in the blood war, I suppose. But this is what, I'm here for entertainment. I don't... War is ugly business, ugly. We don't like the W word here, no. The BW, we call it, the BW. I just made that up.
big war?
Blood war. But I don't like it, I don't like that word.
Okay. No, I won't say it. Because apparently we're allies now, even though you're forcing us to fight multiple demons.
That's the perfect way to see it. We're allies, we're friends!
Best friends.
Out of curiosity, what would happen to us if we refused?
Imprisonment, or I'll just make you fight anyway, or you'll die, or hand you over to Zariel, or who knows? I've got many wonderful devices I could experiment on you. I've collected thousands of magical relics. I could zap you with each one, see what happens.
I'll turn around, smeared in grapes and like whatever food. Look, a bit drunk. You came at the right time, and this is just destiny. This is fate. And I wish you'd seen us on the surface because, man, we were a spectacle. We're in our prime right now. This is gonna be the best fight you've ever seen, honestly.
Sell it to me.
That's the thing, selling it. In the time that we rest, I really hope you push the audience out there because they deserve to see this.
Don't you worry about that. Oh.
Everybody needs to hear about this.
Why do you think we're coming towards the front? Even devils need a chance to, come and see the spectacle. We're gonna park up. River Styx on one side for a beautiful view. Hell War on the other side for, getting the crowds in.
BW.
I called it the war. I didn't call it the BW, but good point. One side. Fabulous battle in the middle. Challenge of the millennia, the century, the eternity. Mortal heroes from worlds beyond Avernus, facing devils and demons for the blood of a celestial. Ooh.
Well, we should clarify, we don't want the blood of the Celestial.
No, you want the real celestial.
Yes. Okay, good.
It's fine. But I have to sell it for the devils, you understand?
You need a story for us, though. Like, why do we want it? Why do we want this celestial?
Tell me.
Because this is our only chance to get home. We're stuck here in hell.
Oh, yes. Stranded, desperate to make their way home to their families and their loved ones and all of this.
Well,
it's the only chance for them to get home.
Does that make us sound weak? We want to sound strong, right?
No, we're underdogs. We want to undersell ourselves, and then we fight, and then we're like, whoa, we didn't expect it.
The crowd's going to hate you, so yes.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, if anything, we should sound terrifying so that the people that apply for this battle think, maybe we can't fight these guys.
I love the way he thinks. Oh, he's so nice.
Is that a good laugh?
No.
Great.
So.
Princess Allura,
Yes.
you look like you're about to cry.
I mean, that's been every day since we got here.
Well, look, I've got comfortable beds. I've got enchantments on the whole place, so food tastes great. You can sleep nicely. I struggled when I first came to Avernus thousands of years ago. I struggled with the sleeping and the ash food. Oh, disgusting. Made myself warlord. Paid for all of this. Isn't that great? So now you can sleep in comfort, enjoy the food, have a lovely rest, and tomorrow it's Battle Royale time.
This is a man of taste.
If this is a chance that this may be the last night of my life, can we make it like the best night ever?
Oh, certainly. Whatever you want.
Yes, I'll book everything.
No deals. I'm not a devil.
No,
I'm
just send everything to my room when we
Absolutely.
sleep. Amazing.
Absolutely. Whatever you want. Whatever you
Brilliant.
want.
Just everything.
Food, people, services, anything.
Everything.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
You're
I'm
in
done.
hell. You're in hell, my dear.
Yeah.
You can have whatever you want.
Excellent. I'm
What
sorted.
about
You want to have cake on not on cheat day? Oh, go crazy. It's hell.
cake on every day? But one night, one day.
Well, what about finding out where
I might die.
Trelmar Leith's contract is?
Oh, I'm already. If you win, you get the Holly Fund.
Yeah, but if it's going to be the last night of our lives, then it's just he was a good friend back home for us, and
It's a great sob story.
She is a
That's true.
princess. This would be a royal wish.
I'm thinking. All right, how about this? I will tell you but you've got to get the crowd excited. You've got to help make this a spectacle. So if you can get the crowd really buzzed, then I'll tell you.
so you know.
I can find out. Anyway, I don't think there's anything left to discuss. Clarence!
Clarence.
Escort them to the guest chambers. Take them away.
It's called Clarence.
See you guys in the morning.
The Battle Royale.
Called Clarence.
Sure.
If you do not resist, you are escorted to a wing of the Sovereign's Palace, where you have comfortable beds, food, whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
But you're not locked in from what you can tell. The rooms are all within the same area. You're all kind of adjacent to one another. You can still meet up and speak if you want. But otherwise you can take a long rest, which is a good solid 8 hours.
Do we want a team meeting? The plan, strategy,
I feel
whatever?
like we should have a team meeting.
Yeah, let's do a little one.
All right, we'll meet up in
No.
Alice's room.
Kalisa has been surprisingly quiet.
Alice's room.
Kalisa,
Yeah.
what do we do?
I don't know.
You don't have your powers.
I have my powers, I don't have my relics, that's the difficulty. I can still be me, I can still fight. But this sovereign, I know he seems very disarming, but you don't become a warlord in Avernus by being nice and offering these kind of things. Something doesn't feel right.
I have a feeling we are going to end up in the pit with Clarence.
I think it'll be
I
worse
think,
than Clarence.
yes, I think that actually if all of you join forces, I don't think his bodyguard would be much. The difficulty is the sovereign, that is not the only pit fiend in this entire place, I'm almost certain. I suspect that we will have greater things to worry about.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
He's also not a devil. He hasn't done a contract. He doesn't owe us anything.
No. This is the problem. He's a mortal. New mortals can't be trusted.
But also I'm eating.
But I also do not see any choices. He has, well, it's not quite an army, but he has the equivalent of a legion here.
Yeah.
Can we escape?
But it's possible. We need to be clever. But also he has the Hollyphant here, the whole thing that
Yeah.
I need to help you acquire for my contract to be complete. I need to help you acquire this Hollyphant.
Is this room got a magical listening spell?
I don't know. I'm not a magician.
Can we
You
detect?
can, you can cast stuff.
I can't.
I can't.
I can dispel stuff, but I need to know what I'm dispelling, I guess.
Yeah, you do. You need to at least be aware of the presence of a magical effect.
I think we have no choice but to fight.
How about we fight, but we have a route out, or we use it?
I
as
think that if
distraction?
we do fight, be aware that you must be ready for anything. There will be some sort of trick, I'm almost certain.
Yep.
They don't want it to go in our favor, do they? They don't want the mortals from a different plane to win.
No.
This guy only cares about the audience. Nothing will get them more excited than him betraying us at the end.
Unless we put on such a great performance,
What if we win them over?
he is impressed.
We can't win.
That is possible. He does seem to be the type who is driven by his ego and this love of the crowd. Perhaps that is something you can use, or we can use to our advantage, but this, yes, I suspect that there will be many tricks waiting for us if we remain.
I think if we underhand this warlord and the audience is in our favor, he'll just get angry and do something bad to us.
It's possible, but then at the same time, if the audience loves us enough, perhaps then he'll be forced to
That's
support us as champions.
Yeah.
He wants
Save face.
entertainment.
yeah.
Let's just be extra entertaining.
How do we win over people in hell? What are their motivations?
Gore, like destruction, like just
We give them what
Carnage.
they want, yeah.
A big show. Grandstanding.
Blood. Dust, skulls, bones, lava.
everything. Whatever we've got, just throw it at them.
The other one is I suggest you have an escape plan. Even if it means bringing Zariel to your own world temporarily, be prepared to get out of here as best you can. If you can take me with you, I give you not a contract, but I can at least promise to continue aiding you. I will not fare well here, and let me be clear. If you leave me here, I will tell them everything I know about you. I will not make anything about that. I will do what I can to survive.
That's
Kind.
fair.
I can
But if you
banish.
take me with you, I will assist you.
I can banish, but it puts us to our plane of existence.
I can get us out of here.
Right. That
I
would be-
can-
How can you get us out?
I can plane shift us.
That would work.
I can banish as like a last-ditch attempt, but it won't get you.
No. I understand.
I
If,
can.
I understand if you
I can
cannot,
take
but
you with us.
if you can
within
get me
the plane
out.
shift.
if you can get me out, I will continue assisting you.
But you all have to be within touching distance of me to make this work.
So we need a call for our escape, and it has to not be obvious what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's instant, but you need to be able to reach me, and you need to
Just
tell me
remem-
clearly when you
Just
want to do
remember, if I die or you die here, although you are not native to Avernus, this is If you die here, that's it. Your soul stays here.
Okay.
It's not like you're another planar creature. You won't go back to your material plane. You won't go to your afterlife. You're here. If I die here, I die here. Any fiend that is slain here on Avernus is destroyed.
Okay.
I'm holding my shirt out, belly out, and this is a plate. And there's just chicken, and just for, context, we got this, guys.
Sure.
How about
As much as I find his gluttony disgusting, the human does have a point. You should eat and rest while you can. At least this place is unaffected by Avernus's enchantments.
That's the plan.
how about we agree on a code word or phrase for the plane shift? Should things get that bad?
That seems
Let's
reasonable.
do it. About Planetar.
Might not want to start yelling the names of
Well,
those sorts of creatures in the middle of combat with demons.
Do you have an ally from your homeworld that you can think of? Something that would not be known down here?
Spheria.
Bolt Sveria. Sveria works. Sveria.
Spheria.
It's easy to yell in the middle of combat.
Very well.
Sounds very
Barrier.
Yeah.
different to everything else.
So if any of us yells Sveria,
It's time to grab
then we
onto the
link
princess.
up to Alora and then get out of here.
Adric would have been, fine.
No, because we don't know if that is
Correct.
known here.
Do you know I technically actually have Spheria's cow horn still in my equipment?
Cow horn.
Yeah, so he gave us the horn
Yeah,
to blow.
so we
You could just blow that.
I could just blow the horn. Or I'm just going to shout Spheria.
It's not going to summon him.
No, it's not. I will tell you that now.
Yeah, but it's a call, isn't it?
Didn't we have a thing that summoned the winged centaurs and stuff?
We used them.
We use
The
that.
feather. In the
We
final
use
battle.
that.
Yeah.
We use that.
Also, I don't have my
He sold
Lightborn
everything.
ability to call upon Avandra.
Got rid of that.
Nice.
Oh, I mean, I don't have my Lightborn.
Got rid of the DOS loot.
Or of Nimbus.
Got rid of everything. Duracell.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we good?
We're good.
I got a busy night.
You do?
How
Well-
busy?
You're gonna go wild?
Hell yeah.
Me too.
Hey!
I drink 2 bottles of wine
Please
and
be
then
sure
pass out.
that you
Party!
Before he drinks 2 bottles of wine, can I snatch one off of him?
You can if you want to.
my wine.
You can't be hungover or drunk when we fight the legions of hell.
I want you to know, I've been drinking this whole time.
I know, and
That
it's terrible.
That I've known you.
I realize this. I've put the pieces together.
And we are alive. Are we
Just
not?
barely. Go to sleep.
Tipsy.
Go to sleep.
Nightcap. Woo!
Alright. I think it's long rest time.
Long
While
rest
Alzra
time.
just goes wild with her new Asmodeus parties.
Hell yeah. Literally.
Are you
I
naked?
imagine it's like
Are you gonna be
Dorian
naked?
Gray-esque.
You're gonna be naked, aren't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
mean, yeah,
Running around.
are you just, Alzra, are you just giving up to your base,
Oh, yeah.
desires?
Primal instinct
You
kicking
are
in.
just, in whatever, the infernal kind of, influence of Asmodeus.
Yeah.
You just give in to
Everything.
everything and anything.
In the mosh pit.
Just in it.
How attached to Khaleesa is Alzra? Because she
Yeah.
would come to your room and be like, "Well, am I joining you or not?"
Yeah, I think
she
she's
would
pretty
absolutely
attached
be
to
like,
Khaleesa,
"Okay,
yeah,
yeah."
100%.
So she joins you, but there is a slight possessiveness. There's she
Ooh.
isn't really. She lets you bring in other people.
Yeah.
She pretend with an insight. She's definitely oh, do what you want. Bring in whoever you wish. Yes, we'll have fun with them. But yeah, there's definitely a jealousy. There's definitely she kind of when she can, she gets you alone and gets rid of the others or whatever.
Put the chains
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah, but there is definitely a thing. What about the rest of you? So Cam just what? Food and drink and just
I want to party hard.
right,
Cam drinks too much and
Right.
then passes out.
right, okay. So you just go back.
He's
and you,
so hyped to have a full night of partying.
Yeah.
But drinks too
Is there
heavily.
is there
He's the
any
dad
point
bod.
where the memories of Marika, I can't remember her name now, Morella, or the kid come up or anything, or is he just I just need to have one last
What
all
will
out?
happen is I'll pass out. I'll wake up at 4 a.m.
Okay,
with a swimming head, throwing up, and that will be the low point.
okay,
At which I remember
The family.
where I am
okay,
and how bad it's gone.
okay.
And this could be it. And
Okay.
I'm not going to see him again.
All right. Anybody else? What does Alora do? Just tries to sleep. Like takes a
Just all the
moment.
noise.
It's like just the drum and bass, and then just like banging from like Alzra's bed.
It's my birthday.
And then just the banging from Alzra's bed, and then retching from Cam's room, like.
I'm never drinking again.
Probably just sitting and just like quietly, just like spinning round her wedding ring on her finger.
Taking the only stream.
Yeah, and just trying to zone out from everything else. Desperately trying
Do you like
to
cast any spells to like block it out?
I mean, how
The
much
silent
does an
spell
elf
would be so
trance
useful.
work?
I mean, yeah, it's like sleeping, so it's still difficult.
Harder! My birthday.
Definitely something going on.
Luckily, from my side of the housing unit, just nothing. I'm just going to be sat in quiet contemplation.
Meditation, preparing yourself.
Yep. Maybe sharpening, cleaning my blade, thinking of Yuan Yang, wishing I was
Laura
home.
might just drag her bedding into Juto's room and just curl up on the floor in there.
So you
bed.
guys all hide on like the other side of the corridor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Create like a little fort.
I think after a while, I probably would lie down next to Alora.
Yeah.
Like, and
Okay.
just, yeah.
You guys like to. What about Reynard?
I curl up all of the duvets and try to pretend it's Grunker.
Like trying to like lean and like hug spoon it.
like hugging while I'm trying to sleep. Like, no, that's not quite right. So I reposition it a little bit.
Does Reynard like have like a whiskey or anything? Does he like ask for like some alcohol, or does he try and like stay clear-headed? Because in a Ron Swanson style, I can just imagine him like in a big armchair with a whiskey,
Steak
just
and a
like
Yeah, just a neat.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, like he's, I guess, more like his uncle now than he ever was.
yeah,
And I feel like he definitely would have.
had like a nice drink and a good meal.
But I mean, this is like the kind of whiskey that someone who doesn't know what whiskey is would order. So like he's kind of likes it, but he's just like, could I have a Jack Daniels,
And Coke.
JD and Coke, please? On the rocks, por favor.
Very good.
I just
One cigarillo.
like you take inhale a cigar, but you're just like
I have a tiny little tipple of whiskey and then a tiny little bit of a cigar and I throw up.
more vomiting then.
Okay.
Wild night in for Reynard.
I've got this image, like, because we say Ron Swanson, like the
Yeah.
family, like, I've just got this image, you know, when he's just like, she's here. Like, that's what you're like with Grunker, but like,
Yeah.
rather than
She's
revulsion,
not here.
like,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So, when you awaken, you actually have several hours of just like spending, like doing nothing as well. Like nobody comes to collect you for a while, but you just wait. Enough time for a very hungover Cam Buckland to be sort of roused. And Alzra and Kalisa pulled from their sheets eventually.
It's like cuddling.
Don't know about cuddling.
I'm like cuddling.
there's probably like a very haughty kind of like you wake up and go to reach out, but she's already dressed and is like waiting kind of thing. Like, you know, come on, let's get moving.
5 more minutes.
So
5 more men.
she
Five more minutes.
lets you do what you want, but she's up and ready. There is no snuggling. Devils do not snuggle.
Romance.
Yeah, there is just need. But eventually, you have no concept of time here, but you are eventually summoned.
Clarence!
Clarence does not come to fetch you. Instead, it is armored bone devils and Iranice who basically come to collect you, and they're fully clad in the war armor of Zariel's like legions. This big iron helmets.
I need to speak to the warlord.
Taking you to see the sovereign now.
Before the fight?
Yes.
What have you got? What's your plan?
I just want a cure for the hangover.
All right, they might have that here.
You are taken through, walk through the opulent palace chambers, and you are led not to the room where you met him before, but a grand kind of balcony that looks out onto the Colosseum itself. And it is enormous. This is a huge arena, and you can see that it is brimming. It is full, to the point where there are devils flying overhead to watch. There are humans kind of stood like on the base level, just crowded in. There is hundreds of thousands of humans, devils, creatures, planar beings, all here. You think you can even spot some familiar-looking figures like Mad Maggie and some of the others like watching as well. There are also some Abishai, the dragons that you witnessed in the Ironclad, watching.
Skull floating in the...
Skull floating, no, he died in an infernal war machine. He doesn't come back.
He does.
He doesn't.
No.
No, not if he dies
Not in
in the
hell.
way that he died. Nope. I
Also,
decided.
Mark said so.
Mark said so. Too bad. You are led to this balcony, and you can see the sovereign in his kind of like golden hair and his little painted lips and his delicate robes. And you can see he is actually for the first time carrying not a weapon, but like a lordly rod, like this kind of scepter with a big jewel, red gemstone, covered in gold, very ostentatious
That's what I
at his
thought it
side. And he is sitting there, but there is another figure next to him.
Oh, here we go.
As you move in, there is a small force of like 9 or 10 devils in full armor, kind of like guiding you in. And as you come out onto the balcony, the sovereign turns, and he's just like, "Oh, here they are, my mortal champions. Oh, very exciting. Did you have a good rest? Excellent.
The best.
Oh no, what has happened, my beautiful champion?
I really indulge in your
As you should.
hospitality.
You're here in Avernus.
But I'm not powerful like you in hell.
Yes.
I'm a mortal. Mortals have headaches.
Oh,
I want to look.
baby.
Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty strong, but I want to be at peak physical fitness.
I want you to be at absolutely. Oh no,
I want
absolutely.
to put on a good show.
Hang on. I'm getting. I'm feeling something. I'm feeling it. Yes, I've got just the thing. He pulls into his sleeve and he pulls out a scroll. He's like, "Oh, this will fix you right up. This will fix you right up." And he begins casting and chanting a spell. And when he touches you, it purges the alcohol from your system. He casts Greater Restoration on you. Hangover and gone.
Bam.
6th level spell on a hangover cure.
Ain't nothing to this guy.
Yeah. But, well, now that you're feeling better, exciting news.
Uh-huh.
Not only is it going to be a great, absolute fantastic battle, we're going to have a special guest.
Okay.
Very exciting. Very important announcement to make. If you're all ready, we're going to take you down, we're going to get you out on the floor, and then we're going to begin. Yes?
Okay.
That's a yes.
Who's the special?
It's a surprise.
Oh,
It's a
surprise.
surprise. You're going to find out.
And you got 6 people for us to fight.
No. We change it up. I'm going to put you against my best champion. My absolute best champion. Oh, he's great. He's a wonderful fighter. It's going to be amazing. Plus, I found somebody that you might know.
Okay.
Sure.
He's an Abishai who used to run a place called the Ironclad.
No.
And when I said I had some mortal opponents, he was like, "I'm in." Then, I've got somebody else to fight as well. You wouldn't believe it. She was a champion of Orcus. She used to be an adventurer like you, and then she made a deal with Orcus, demon lord of the undead. Well, I've got her in chains. I'm gonna make you fight her as well. How about that? And then you
Kim?
see, rising from the chair next to the sovereign, you just hear this kind of deep, "So these are the champions, are they?" And emerging from it is a tall man in dark, full plate mail. And you can see that he has a small brand, like a scarred face, short cropped hair, giant sword on his back. And from a portal appearing next to him comes a succubus carrying a child.
Oh my god.
And you see a man. Now, if you remind me again, what was Terran's symbol on his armor? I can't remember. He had like it was a symbol of a certain god, wasn't it?
He was an oathbreaker though, so...
What?
Oh, it was... Oh, shit.
can't remember. But you see this
printout character sheet.
human man who appears, and he's just like, yes, 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 my dear good warrior, these are the mortal champions. If I remember, just like you and your friend, the one that you captured for me, the demon one down there. And he just is like, yes, I look forward to watching you all kill my good friend Worthless. And he just kind of nods. There you go.
Right. Okay.
So blonde haired, full plate male. Well, you did choose to serve a demon lord. Give my regards to Lady Zariel when you see her, Sovereign. I'm going to go and watch from my booth. Come. And he offers his hand to the succubus, who takes it. And she's just like, yes, Taryn, this will be good for our son to watch. And then they carry on, and you can see she has like a young infant Cambion in her arms.
Well, that guy's a prick.
Well, time to head down.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
I mean,
Worlds combining. Sorry.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, what choice do we have?
None.
Perfect.
All right,
go.
down we go. And he's like, Clarence. And Clarence appears and is like, come with me.
I can't believe you're gonna make me kill my own character.
Yeah, I can.
Pretty
For
great.
those who don't know, Worthless
Yes.
and Taryn are from our other mini-series called Dead Reckoning.
Yeah, we did it.
It was Trot's
It
character
ended-
was Taryn, and Kim played Worthless.
Yeah,
and
and it
now
ended
this is it.
pretty messed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was not a happy ending.
It was, well, it was for Malice, I suppose.
I had a great ending.
Everybody else kind of didn't.
But did she get to see her daughter again? Actually, no.
No. Do you think Orcus, Demon Lord of Undead, was ever going to let that happen?
She ever wanted.
Yeah, well, demons don't stick to their agreements. You are taken down into
Full
a
long
waiting
rest.
chamber. You have a full long rest, and you are led out onto the bone dust Colosseum floor. There are boos. There are a few cheers, but mainly boos as you emerge out into the blazing light of Avernus's orange sky, and you see the crowd of all these devils, and you can see they are flying above you. And then projected, the Sovereign's voice kind of echoes across the chamber. Oh, good devil folk of Avernus, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sovereign's Palace for a special battle tournament, the likes of which, Avernus will not see for thousands, perhaps hundreds of years. Ooh, the prize. Let's see the prize. Come on. Ooh, let's see the prize. And you see, kind of in the air, there is this cage that begins it just appears out of an extra planar space, and it's hovering. These thick iron bars, and inside, I would describe it as it looks like a little pygmy elephant with little tiny cherub wings, all golden in color, and it looks like it's got scars and it's been beaten, and it's just kind of flying in there, and you just hear this like, hey, please let me out, get me out of here, as it kind of like toots its little horn. Oh, yes, the celestial Hollyphant. Oh, but not just any celestial, no. This one used to be a servant of our good lady Zariel. Oh, that's right. Halulu the Hollyphant, our prize for tonight's battle royale. Who knows what secrets of Zariel's she may contain? Who knows how delicious her celestial blood may taste? Yes, a wonderful prize for any. And our first combatants, a number of heroes from the mortal realm. Oh, they're stranded in Avernus. Their only hope of getting home lies with the Hollyphant. Their last chance to win it and gain their freedom. The heroes of the mortal realm. And there is a terrible boo that just echoes from around the devils and the inhabitants of Avernus.
Cool. I guess
Nice.
we pose.
Yeah. A gate opposite you begins to open, an enormous, large gate. And there is a kind of... unlike the pit fiend you've seen before, this one has a similar kind of visage to a pit fiend, but she is fully decked in armor. This huge giant helmet with flaming braziers on like cages on the top of it. But she has like a longer body with a large tail. She kind of looks like the World of Warcraft like giant hellfiends with the 4 legs and then an upper body with arms. And this giant scale tail, fully bedecked in armor. Champion of the arena. You love her. I love her. She's a sweetheart. Our good lady, Lucille. And the crowd just goes ballistic. They just start screaming and cheering. Lucille, Lucille, Lucille just begins echoing around, and this pit fiend raises this huge great sword up to the sky as it hears its name being chanted.
Nice.
Now, our second combatant. Ooh, he was the previous Lord of the Ironclad, a servant of the foul Lady Tiamat, but now he's here for revenge against the heroes. Why, it's Ezerkai, the leader of the Ironclad. And this blue Abishai in robes shuffles out, crackling with lightning. And there's a smaller cheer, but he just looks in your direction with rage as he waits at the outer edges.
I think I shot that guy in the nuts.
Yeah, didn't we also frame him?
Yeah. Our third combatant. Oh, you won't like this one, everyone.
Oh, come on.
She swore herself to the demon lord of Orcus, a former mortal cursed into a hideous form. Give you worthless. And you see this dragged out by chains, carried by chain devils. You see this decrepit elderly woman. Her skin looks gaunt. She looks almost like an undead creature, like a lich. Her skin is pallow, her sunken in, and these skeletal wings permanently protrude from her back. And she's just dressed in tatters and chains. And she just is hobbled out and shoved out. And then she just looks up with like a wild, crazy hunger. Unsure of where she is, but kind of hissing and hunched down.
I mean, her name's Worthless. That's pretty edgelordy, if you ask me.
But, my good friends, before we get started, do I have a special little surprise for all of you, because this tournament is being graced. Oh, you know her. You love her.
Uh-oh.
She's here because she's got something very special to announce. Oh, she's the commander of our legions, the Lord of Avernus, the Archduchess Zariel.
We're boned.
And a explosion erupts in the sky as fire just erupts. And descending down in what would have once perhaps been beautiful but is now terrifying, these rays of fiery orange light cascade around her.
Oh.
Her body is what would have once been beautiful. It's now charred black skin. Her whole head is completely bald, her hair having been burnt away, and a crown of flame erupts. You can just show the picture actually, Kim.
Yeah.
Dark feathered wings and black armor surround her. In one hand, she holds a giant burning flail, and in the other, an enormous warhammer. And she just descends, her arms outstretched, as she flies down and hovers above the Colosseum. My dear legions of Avernus. Her voice is raspy as if the throat has been burned away by fire and choked with smoke, but still it resonates across the entire Colosseum. Long have we waged the blood war, spilling blood for the other Lord of the Nine, and keeping the disgusting demons at bay. We have been starved of souls. The mortals are siphoned away to Stygia and Carnia for the other lords. But today, a grand plan that I have cultivated over 100 years comes to fruition. You need souls, my legions. You wish for mortals to feast upon. Well, I give you both. The city of Eltruel once betrayed me and my legions. They left me abandoned to rot and to die. Well, now I bring Eltruel to Avernus, and the sky darkens and cracks as a rift in space is torn apart, and a city is pulled down by enormous iron chains and embeds itself above the river Styx. These giant chains rip the city down, which you can still see the screaming figures of humans running about this now ripped from its place city, and a dark sphere, a star of utter blackness, encapsulates the top of the city, holding it in place as these chains reach up and grip onto the city itself.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Go, my legions. Kill, corrupt, feast. And you see dozens of flying devils begin making their way to the city as the defenders desperately try and rally against it.
Pineapple. Pineapple.
That was not the code word.
And as for you, and she looks down, I believe, mortal heroes, you've been looking for something and causing me a lot of trouble whilst you're at it. Well, Sovereign, anyone can enter this tournament you've arranged?
Oh no.
Of course, Lady Zariel. Well, then I have my own champion to win.
No!
And from a portal of flame, a figure in dark, flaming robes, a mask of black affixed to the top of their face, curved into dark horns, a drow steps forward. My champion, Tralamar Leaf. Destroy everyone here and bring Lulu to me. It is finally time we were reacquainted, so she cannot tell anyone my secrets. My mercy was a mistake. And you just hear Lulu, this little Hollyford, like, no, Zariel, please. I know that they're still good in you. Please, Zariel, don't do this. God. Kill them all, Tralamar. And then she just flies to the balcony to watch alongside the Sovereign.
What was the city thing?
Hey, that might be part of the wider module.
It is. Yeah.
This is the coolest shit ever.
I'm shitting myself.
Well, don't do that.
So
Well,
we're against
Can I get a piece of
Worthless,
paper, please?
A pit fiend. Trell.
well, it's a battle royale.
Who else?
Maybe Worthless is just gonna...
The Abishai.
The Avishai. This is starting to feel like a 4v6 rather than a 6v, 1v, 1v, 1v1.
They'll all fight each other, right?
Well, we'll see. So we have Pit Fiend, we have Lucille. We have
I'm
Worthless.
just thinking of Arrested Development.
We
The
have
Lucille.
Abishai. We have Trelamar.
We know what's
And then we have Elora,
Cool, yeah.
Reynard,
I mean, it's a battle royale, right? So they're just gonna
Juto,
I'm gonna kill Cam.
Cam,
Easy.
Let's just interval.
Al,
Yeah,
Time to shine. No.
Kalisa.
Flash duel.
Let me roll my initiatives and then I'll get to you guys. I've got a lot of stuff to worry about.
Do it again.
We have 25 minutes.
I think we should just grab Trell and plane shift, right?
No.
Just
He's
boop
a
the
hell
snoot,
You want to grab Trell? Sure, go
boop
for
the
it.
snoot, plane shift.
Job done!
We got him, see ya!
Technically
City.
correct.
Good luck up there.
We don't know those guys. to be
Nah.
fair. We just have to stand in front of Pharrell for a while and say, hey buddy,
Remember us?
Remember the power of friendship.
remember that time, that one time when I called you Trelamar Bush? Is that once?
Fuck's sake.
It was a Christmas special, so it wasn't canon. Remember that? I do.
Oh wow, I've got Garbo initiative.
Good.
Right, Elora.
Oh god. Natural 20 plus 3.
23, Reynard.
19.
19, Juto.
18.
Wasted.
18, Cam Buckland.
9.
Alzra.
21.
Oh,
And then good old Khaleesi.
Khaleesi?
Khaleesi.
Mother of Dragons is here.
Nice.
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 nice Game of Thrones reference.
Right, well,
My dear.
Elora. We won't use a battle map. Assume that the area is big enough that you're about sort of 100 feet from all of the other targets at the start.
Can I? Leroy. No. Tralamar, it's your friends. Please don't kill us. Please, we've come down here for you. Don't do that.
He actually, in fact, no, it's not a sword. He holds out his hand, and a giant flaming scythe just appears in his grip. And he just lowers it, and he begins, like, in his initiative, he'll start walking towards you lot.
Cool.
Right, he wants us dead.
What do you want to do? I'll let you have that for free action.
Oh God, I don't know what to do.
That was for free.
Bargaining
That
is
was
a
for
free
free.
action.
Bargaining is a free action.
Please, heroes, get me out of here, please. I can help you. I know how to stop all of this.
Where is
Can
she?
I?
She's in a cage,
How
hovering
high
in the,
up
like
is she?
briefcase in a wrestling match. Like in the middle of the.
yeah.
In Hell in a Cell, yeah.
Hell in a
Ladder
Cell.
up
Money in
and
the
get to
bank, yeah.
How high up is she?
She is, let's say, 100 feet up in the air,
Fuck's sake.
surrounded by like an iron cage or a steel cage, maybe.
Steel cage. Does it look like it has a lock on it?
No lock.
No lock.
Just completely solid, like bars, but like no door, no lock.
Can I? Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
On the can I try and if I hit the cage, would it hurt her?
You don't know. It's quite big. It's not like crushing her, but little Lulu. All right, what do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know.
It sounds like you might be doing nothing.
I'm gonna hold my action, and if anyone comes near me to
Yes.
attack me, then I'm gonna turn into a triceratops
So wild shape into a triceratops.
and hit him.
So wild shape though.
Yeah, but wild shape and use my
Okay.
attacks.
Right. Alzra,
I'm gonna create packed weapon and just summon my
your 9 lives
my
steal
sword.
up.
Yeah.
Shing! Giant katana, the Sephiroth katana comes out.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna. And then I'll just ready in action and just be like, if anyone comes near me, I'm smacking them in the face.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Reynard. Such good. Oh no, sorry, Alzra. Oh yeah, Reynard then Kalisa.
So I'm gonna get my. I can't actually get my griffin out again. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the Abishai guy and give him a couple.
Okay. Yeah.
Ting
sure.
tong.
Yeah. Cool.
Boom.
You go like right now. If you're not making like perception or insight checks, you don't know who's going for what, except for maybe Trelamar.
I mean, he's coming for us. He glared at us.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Yeah, he's probably the most pissed off.
I'm gonna kill the guy that glares at me. Except I'm not. Because 15, does that hit him?
15 will not hit the Abishai. No.
Well, this one I'm gonna sharpshoot. 18 minus 5, 13. Does that do it?
Nope. It just kind of bounces off. You kind of hold his hands out and knocks the bolts away.
Just want to scare him.
That's not going to help you, little man. I'm going to make you suffer for what you did to me.
I'm gonna shoot with a nut to get.
Kalisa will basically look at Alzra and Alora specifically as like, this is worse than you know. If you kill your friend Trelamar here, he's a fiend. He will be destroyed. You cannot win. You can't finish him. He'll be destroyed permanently. You'll never get him back.
What if we take him with us?
As long as you do not destroy him here on Avernus. If you destroy him somewhere else, then he'll reform here on Avernus. He's a Hell Knight. He's a fiend now. You need to restore his soul contract. And then on her turn, she will shoot at the Abishai. Longbow, 3 attacks. Natural 20 on one.
Boom.
23 on the other one.
Bam.
And a miss on the other one. So her natural 20 is going to do 11 plus maximum on the poison damage is 8, 16, 24. That's like about 35 damage, we'll call it.
How do we get through to this trail?
I mean, murder all the other stuff first.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How do we...
Pineapples.
Untrell him. We need to untrell him.
Okay, so
Pineapples.
after Kalisa, we go to Juto. I rolled really shit initiative.
Worse than a 9?
Yep. You and Trelamar are currently tied.
I'm gonna
Just like
say. I'm gonna say to everyone, get me up to the cage. I can break the Holophant free.
and then I'm going to go into void stance and hold my action so that if anyone...
You have true sight in void stance.
void stance, yes.
When you look at Trelemar, you see him as... You see Trelemar, you kind of almost... It catches your heart for a moment because you see him as he once was, but he's withered, he's beaten, scarred, he's bound by these heavy chains, and there is just like chains across his mouth, and his like eyes are looking at you terrified.
Wow. Yikes.
It's almost pleading.
I'm guessing the chains are like underneath his helmet. Like,
I mean, this is like you're seeing his true form. Like you see him
it's
for what
the-
he is
it's the
inside.
soul contract,
This
isn't
is
it?
like
So-
you can see the chains represent he's bound by Zariel's will. They're like flaming. You can almost see like an image of Zariel holding them like a marionette, and he's just bound and he's helpless to her will. He has to do what she says. Okay, so you're going to void stance.
I'm going to void stance. I tell everyone to get me up to the cage, and I'm going to ready an action that if someone comes near me to attack, I will attack them with the ye old
Okay.
stab, stab, kick, kick.
Can butt punch.
I'm gonna look at that weird, disgusting, frail old woman.
Yeah.
Really just
right here.
filth.
I'm right here.
And I'm going to try and dominate person.
Sure.
Wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
She's dominated, I can command her.
She's still a humanoid, so yep. Actually, dominate person. She's technically undead now. Orcus would have
she?
made her undead. Yeah, Orcus would have made her undead.
What does it say for the thing?
Go.
But
Human.
I'll say that Cam would know that as a cleric. Like he would see worthless and see it as
It
an
says
undead
humanoid.
creature. Yeah, it doesn't work on undead. So I'll let you rectify that because that's my bad. I should have said specifically she's undead because Cam would know.
Where'd you get stats for her? Oh, like just
Maybe I'm just using a creature stats. Maybe she's been transformed.
wondering.
All right,
Maybe he made it up.
I'll,
Just wondering if you read my backstory again.
No.
instead of that,
Cold. Ow.
I am going to run up to Juto and dimension door her
Up to the top of the
up
cage.
to the top of the cage.
Okay, so you and Cam are now at the top of Lulu's cage.
Here you go. Now what? Spirit. Let's go.
The Hell Knight, Hellamar does not like that.
Nice.
He looks up.
Oh
and
no.
You see him grin. He holds out his hand, and a very familiar orb of fire that you saw from the other Death Knight, and he yeets that up to the. Juto and Cam Buckler, make your dexterity saving throw, please.
Did you just say that he yeets a fireball?
Yeah.
Yeet.
That's 20.
Threw it in your crotch.
19.
19. You're going to take half damage, Cam.
20.
20. You're going to take no damage, you goddamn evasion monk. Cam, you take 35 points of damage. It's a
two
mixture
things
of
I've
fire and
lost
necrotic, so
That's half.
that's already half, Jack.
How much
You
damage?
you would have taken
35.
You would have taken 35 fire and 35 necrotic. So instead, you'll just take 35 of both.
Oh, it's just like the old trail.
And then he just kind of. And then you see him just marching towards Elora.
He groans like Marge. Okay.
But you can see he's like. He throws that up at you because you're going for Lulu, but he is looking at Elora like, I know I have to take care of you. Because he knows you. He knows all of you. He doesn't. The only one he doesn't know is Azra.
He
that
doesn't
well.
know
Potentially the most
what
powerful.
new things I can do.
No, that's the thing.
You don't know
The
me.
pit
You don't
fiend,
know me.
Lucille, actually initially is just like, the foul spawn of Orcus, just charges Worthless, and just smushes her into pieces.
She didn't even get a turn!
Nope. The pit fiend just
Oh my
annihilates
God.
Worthless.
Wow.
She was like weak, like she's not a powerful creature.
Did you?
It's not what you did, it's what Asmodeus and Orcus do.
We're in hell.
Have I hurt you?
It just like she probably like smack. In fact, she can make 4 attacks. So she
4?
She hits it once with the sword. Then she picks Worthless up with her claws, digs her claws in, and then bites Worthless's head off, and
Fair.
then throws it to the ground.
It's how she would have wanted
But
to go.
it takes the pit fiend is entirely focused on Worthless for that.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, she's had a fucking miserable life. Like, at this point, it's a mercy killing.
So
Thank you.
everybody but Juto and Cam is on the ground next to Elora, right? So Kalisa, Alzra, Reynard, and Elora. Okay, in that case, the blue Abishai will cast Chain Lightning. Can you all make dexterity saving throws, please?
Can I ask for Taryn's reaction, please?
Right,
Fail.
dex save.
Fail.
Is there something I can do? Is there
Boom.
something I can do? Is there something I can do?
Ain't nothing
And
like
D10 to my roll,
me.
just in case. I'm doing it. I'm going to use Dark One Zone
Going
Lux
under
on
the
that.
desk to get my dice.
Sure.
So,
Oh, what the Oh!
what happened?
Can I change what thing I turn into?
What happened?
Hang on, sorry.
I rolled a 3, and then I used Dark One Zone Luck to add D10 to that. I got another 3, didn't I?
I mean, a D10.
What if this is dead?
Any little helps.
To be honest, she needed it.
Any little helps.
Hey, do you want to know what I got?
What'd you get, boy?
29.
Oh my god.
You know
Right,
what
what'd
I've
you
got?
get on your
Evasion.
Fail.
fail? You've got evasion.
I got evasion with 29.
Okay, Alzra.
Big hard fail.
That should heal you, technically.
Felisa will also fail, but I think that she has resistance to lightning. Nope.
That's alright, you
She's
got
taking
tons of
this.
health. You're level 20.
So who
last
failed?
one.
So Alzra, Elora, and Kalisa. That's 55 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
Ah, like Kalisa, like ah, and her form, like her mortal form breaks, and she becomes an Irenaeus again, and she's like like smoking, smouldering.
I ground
that
myself, so it
trigger-
doesn't actually hurt me.
My.
Yeah, if you want to take your action, yeah.
Can I still wild shape?
I mean, he's currently he did cast a spell from range, so he's like 150. He's like 100 feet away. He just did it
Still
from the other
attack,
end of the
though.
arena. He's just like. I mean, you can choose not to take your readied action if you want. If you don't.
I
want
was
to come
just. I still want a wild shape,
Yeah, if you want to wild shape, yeah, you can do that.
but I just do. I want to turn into an earth elemental.
Okay, sure.
Please.
Yep, done.
And can I? Do I have enough to charge at him and attack him?
It's your turn now. So what's your movement
Wait.
speed? He's 100 feet away.
Okay. Probably not. Is Trelamar walking towards me currently? Can I?
You're an earth elemental, but yeah.
Well,
on,
yeah.
just carry
no,
on.
I know. Can I go? I want to try and restrain him.
Okay, so you just go up. Yeah, strength check.
Who? Trell.
Trell.
Yeah, just make an opposed strength check with me.
No.
He seems pretty strong, but maybe not.
Maybe he rolled like garbage.
20.
So you kind of rush towards him as this earth element on this giant form, and he reaches up to try and block you, but you just engulf him in like a bear hug with your earth elemental form, and he is like restrained. He's grappled.
But also he smiles because you're getting a hug.
Okay.
Chain smile.
Would Worthless reform in Orcus's lair?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
she's,
she's
not.
not. Damn it! Oh, I just want her to be free.
He's trapped
Easy.
forever.
Is that all you want to do, Alora?
Now she's even crazier.
Yeah, I just want to like.
Just keep him restrained.
I just want to like.
Hug him.
You can't say anything. Alza.
I'm just gonna make noises so that everyone looks at, like these guys look at me.
Okay. The earth animal is, I mean, you can't speak, so you just kind of make...
Grunty.
Yeah, rock noise.
Well, that's cute.
Alza.
Pit Fiend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Do
cast Finger of Death on it.
Okay.
What?
Finger of death.
Finger of
what?
Death.
Okay, what do
So
I
it's
do?
a con 19 save throw.
I mean, con's pretty good, 23.
It's a pass.
Half
So you get
damage
half damage. So
Okay.
7d8 plus 30.
Who's this to?
Pit Fiend.
Pit Fiend.
Lucille.
78 plus 30.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Lucille.
lot. 4, 6, 7, 14, 21, 30, and that was 5, 35 plus 30, 65,
65 but
half.
half, so 32.
And then I also want to hurl it through hell.
Okay, what do I do with that?
So,
I mean, it's just not even a saving throw, is
That's
it?
the
no,
inside outy
it's the
one.
thing I can do.
I
So,
think with Hell
on
Through
the-
Hell, you have to make an attack roll
it's on.
against
It's
it.
on an. Yes. What?
This isn't an
When,
attack
when
roll.
you when you hit a creature with an attack, you can use this feature to instantly transport the target through the lower planes.
Sure, I'll just let
And
you.
then if the target is not a fiend, it takes 10d10 psychic damage.
It is a fiend.
So cool. So it's not a fiend, so it's fine. You don't take the 10d10.
Okay.
But you go through the lower planes.
Okay.
And have a little trip.
Okay.
But why?
Because I can.
Yeah, and then Yeah, it disappears for a moment and then it will reappear, I think, at some
This
point.
is a fun thing I can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it appears
Why
at the
not?
end of the turn. So, yeah.
Why not?
It won't be
It's
nice.
gone for a turn.
Okay.
Does it? Yeah, read it. What
It's
does
gone
it
for a
say?
little trip.
So he's gone.
It
He's
takes
gone. He's
psychic
gone on
damage,
holiday.
doesn't it?
No,
only if
she's
it's-
a fiend.
She.
Technically.
Where are you?
Reynard, you're up.
Come on
I lost
now.
you. I lost you.
There's too many things.
There's too many things
Reynard.
to read.
You read it while I'm doing this with Reynard.
Yeah.
The target
Not out
returns
loud,
to the
though.
space it previously
End of your next
occupied or the
turn.
nearest occupied space. So it goes through the lower planes.
I'll shoot the Abishai twice again.
At the end of my next turn, the target
Go.
returns.
Okay, so it's
Boom.
gone for a turn, basically. That's pretty good, though. That's another turn.
16.
thing.
No,
Fun thing.
sorry, 18.
Nope.
Oh, I'm going to sharpshooter this one.
You're. No, not the.
You're just missing. Like, and the
rolling-
crowd's just like, boo, you suck.
You
boo."
suck! You all suck!
We
This
like,
place sucks!
we like the pit fiend. Bring Lucille back. Boo.
Seal back.
Kalisa will fly up to where the Hollyphant is and just be like, whatever you're doing, do it quickly. I don't think we should stick around. We should get out of here while we can. And then she will shoot at the Abishai twice.
Didn't,
hit.
I'm ready.
yeah, did she ready an action for as soon as I did that?
Did you?
This would
No, I read an action that if
If you
someone
were attacked,
attacked me.
yeah. The Abishai takes like a
Sounds
good
good.
sort of like another 30 points of damage from Kalisa
Kalisa.
just pummeling with arrows. After that, we go to Juto.
Yeah, I'm gonna start smacking the cage.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my unarmed strikes deal
Double damage. to
double
the target,
damage.
Yeah.
So can I, instead of using my chainbreaker, can I just attack with my fists 4 times?
Yeah. Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay,
I'm not going to make you roll because I know how much damage you do and how high to hit. You just punch a hole in this cage. Like, you
Kill
just...
Bill.
You kind of, like, put your hand through it and then you just grip it and just rip. And it's just like, you just rip the cage apart. Or you can just lean down and punch the bars out. And then Lulu just flies into your arms. Like, she's like, please help me, get me out of here. And she just, like, collapses into your, like, chest. And like, "Brr," and you're not damaged or anything, are you?
No.
Cam's damaged though. She heals you 30 points.
Wow.
She just, it's like, oh no, you're hurt. Brr," and this healing energy just washes over you.
Can I
But we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
We need to take the Hell Knight with us.
Oh, that's a bad idea. They're really scary. He's so Sariel. But do what you gotta do. We just gotta get out of here real now. We gotta do it quick.
Can I shout once more?
Sure.
Sperrier!
Cam Buckland. You'll go before Trelamar's.
I can't get to you.
What's the plan? How do you get these people to Allura?
So directly below the cage,
Mm-hmm.
what is there?
Elora and Trelamar.
So dropping the cage down would be a pretty bad idea.
The cage is hovering in place. It's being held by
hovering.
magic, yeah. I mean, you're in an open-air coliseum. And you're about 100 feet off the ground.
What's the the Sovereign's reaction to this?
I mean, it's hard to hear him over the din of the thing, but you can see he's like pointing, and he's like pointing, and you think that other like devils are now like beginning to muster because you're stealing his prize. But he's like pointing at you and like gesturing, and you can see devils beginning to get ready on the sides.
Sperrier!
Yeah, but you see Zariel just watching you. Deadpan. Right, Cam.
I will
Juto's
Shout
not long
down.
for this world.
cast it, and I'm going to run off, grab Juto, and just jump down, casting my Holy Moly aura around the area of the floor, which is going to protect us, but also blind anyone that goes in the area. It's kind of like create an aura that this...
Khaleesi's
So you cast Holy Aura on yourself.
No, Holy Moly aura, which is like a 30-foot radius
Right.
of
On
blinding
the floor.
light.
So you put it on the floor below.
It's the whole like saving throw advantage thing and disadvantage on everybody else.
But then you're just going to jump off the cage.
With Juto and the elephant in.
It's 100 feet in the air.
No?
Don't forget the Ironice. We need the Ironice as well. Khaleesi. She came up to us.
Well, I mean, I'm going to grab what I can and go down.
It's not my turn anyway. Can't do anything.
I know, but we need to get in place.
Cam Buckland, you take 31 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 100 feet.
Yeah.
Due to, I'm assuming, you slow fall. And Hollyphant can fly, so it just flaps its little wings and doesn't fly. And
Well,
Khaleesi,
you've got it in her arms, right?
yeah, but you take 31 as you just...
Jesus.
and you fall prone. but you're on the ground next to Death Knight and
In a
Alora.
blinding light
Yeah.
that's hopefully gonna.
Yeah, it's absolutely going to fuck up like any devils and fiends in the area, 100%. Okay, so that's your go. Trelemar, just is blinded by this light
And grappled.
and grappled. He will attempt to break the grapple. Make a strength
He's
check.
got
quickly.
disadvantage
Okay.
on a.
Yep. Nope, I'll take disadvantage. It makes sense.
16.
You're still strong enough. You still have him grappled. So he basically just struggles and can't do anything. Lucille is gone. Worthless is dead.
Temporarily
dead.
discombobulated.
Temporarily.
As you're all now gathered, everyone make dex saves as the blue Abishai will chain lightning you at 7th level.
Natural 20! Woo!
I hate this dice.
19.
I wish
Well-
it would tell me the average of like 10d8. 12, loads high.
21.
Yeah, you're fine.
16.
19? That's not
16.
enough. 16, yeah, none of you pass. Apart from Elora, and you take half damage. And Juto takes nothing.
Level.
I take half anyway.
I'm just going to do... I'll do
Last time it was
complete average.
55, so
I'm going to do
just-
40 points of damage.
Okay.
Lightning damage.
Right,
Oh,
fair play.
right.
I know, Sid. I want to get to the point where they go away.
44.
All right, whatever. You take that amount of damage. You take 40 points of damage. Basically, Elora, it's your go. Everybody but Kalisa is there.
Okay,
What do you do?
Technically, you could ready it until
You could ready it, but
Can
they'll
I-
get to do stuff. Kalisa actually would go before any of them, so you could just...
can I ready it so that everyone is... So I need to do this in a way that I'm going to ready it so that when Kalisa drops down and I can touch everyone, that is when I'm going to drop Earth Elemental, which is a bonus action, and plane shift us.
Not technically, but I will let you do it.
It is because I'm
Yeah.
a Circle of the Moon druid.
But it's normally as a held action, you can just use your reaction. You'd have
Oh.
to drop your form now.
Can I do
and
that then?
You can do that because
Yeah.
they're not going to get a go at chance.
I'll do that.
Okay,
And then
so you
I'll
drop
wait.
the form. Trelemar is like about to pull away. Kalisa swoops down. You cast plane shift, and I think the only place you can go is back to the material plane, right? Now, because or Arborea.
To a
Those are the
different plane of existence, you can specify a target destination.
You need the rod.
Such as a...
Oh no, yeah, you need the rods, but I think you have one rod for Arborea and one rod for the material
We're
plane.
going to the material plane.
So my next question is, do you go to Forgotten Realms or do you go home to Iraq? You can choose.
I don't know.
Roll
Your
for it.
choice, you're doing it.
Yeah,
Percentile
can-
dice.
I would imagine Laura would go home.
Yeah, I would go to Iraq, but I wouldn't
Okay.
probably go like within a city that we know.
Maybe
I'd
go-
go somewhere that I know is an open area because I know we've got
Yeah.
Trelemar with us.
I mean, you could go to the deserts of Brasaris. It's a fucking desert.
Maybe not that. I'd probably go
Hey.
somewhere that's.
You could go
I'd
north of-
probably go
north of
somewhere that's
Talis
closer to.
Yeah, you could go north
like,
of Talis Val. That's a big
middle.
open
How
area.
does plane shift work? Does it have to be like creatures?
8 willing creatures who link
Willing
hands.
creatures. Let's make a saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
19.
He has magic resistance. Okay. You summon the magic. You feel the surge of energy as you are pulled away.
He's not.
But as you do, you feel Trelemar just vanish. And there is this moment where as the plane shifts, you all see what Juto saw, this true form. This kind of bound, sad-looking Trelemar, but he just nods as you are all whisked away and you emerge back in
With
your
Lulu.
home world with Lulu the Hollyphant. And that is where we're going to have to end,
Yeah.
potentially leaving open for more stories to be told in this story.
Oh, we were so,
So
close. We got
close.
to
So
see
sorry,
it.
Smell
I'm
him.
so sorry to run over to the next stream. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys all for watching.
Thank you so much, and
Yeah,
thank
thank
you,
you.
Wizards, for sponsoring
Yes.
this
Thank you.
series.
It's
Catch
been
us up
great
more on
fun.
Twitter and stuff. We'll see you soon.
Bye.